everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Welcome to Twilight Zone Baseball once again. Stratomatic card and dice, 1976. We have the New York Yankees traveling to the Astro Dome, taking on the Houston Astros. The Bronx Bombers, led by their captain and catcher Thurman Munson, taking on J.R. Richard and the Astros. Play ball. This is the 1976 Card and Dice Stratomatic Baseball. For the visiting New York Yankees in 1976, they won the American League pennant. Would fail in the World Series, losing to the Big Red Machine Cincinnati Reds 4-0. Yankees will have leading off in center field Mickey Rivers, batting second in left field Roy White, catching, batting third the Yankee captain Thurman Munson, the cleanup hitter third baseman Greg Nettles, batting fifth the hero of the American League Championship Series, hitting the walk-off homer against the Royals to propel the Yankees to the World Series, Chris Chambliss. Batting sixth in right field, Sweet Lou Piniella. The DH, the Fro, Oscar Gamble, bats seventh. Playing second, batting eighth, Willie Randolph. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, Billy Martin's favorite, Fred Chicken Stanley. For the Houston Astros, leading off in left field, Jose Cruz, followed by the right fielder, Greg Gross. Playing first, batting third, the Bull, Bob Watson. Cleanup hitter, center fielder, the youngster Cesar Cedeno. Batting fifth at third base, Enos Cabell. Leon Roberts is the DH, batting sixth. Rob Andrews bats seventh. He'll play second base. The shortstop, Metzger, will bat eighth. Doing the catching, Herman, he will bat ninth. On the mound for the Houston Astros, to face the Yankees, J.R. Richard, 1976, 20 wins, 15 losses, 2.75 ERA, started 39 games, struck out 214, walked 151, only allowed 14 homers. On the mound for the New York Yankees, not Catfish Hunter. We already showed you Catfish Hunter on the channel. So we're going to go with Ed Figueroa, 19-10, 3.02 ERA, 34 starts, struck out 119, walked 94, gave up 13 bippity-boppity-booms. Joining us here at the Astro Dome, Jim L., hope all is well, along with Max Cornelius. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well with you, Max. I play with mostly advanced rules, a little bit of basic, and a little bit of super advanced. J.R. Richard on the mound. He's a right-handed hurler. He'll face the left-hand batting Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Ball game on its way. That's going to be off the J.R. Richard card. That is a 6'10 left-handed batter. 6'10 is a fly ball to center field. Range defense check. Cesar Cedeno is outstanding. He's a one-range E9. That's a 9. I think we're going to go to an error check on that. So center fielder, 9. We go to the error check. We roll the 2 green down. And that's a 6. Error rating of a 9 on a 6. And just as I say, he's an outstanding fielder. 3 through 6 and 8. 2-base error by Cesar Cedeno. Ouch. Yep, that's a 2-base error. 3 through 6, 8, E2. Cedeno has the ball go off his glove, rolls past him. The speedy Rivers reaches second, E8, 2 bases. Rivers at second. He's a double-A base stealer. Double-A to steal third is 1 through 11. They would try to hold him close. So it's 1 through 11 because that would be -2 to hold them close. But J.R. Richards a +1. Herman is also a +1. So 1 through 11. Roy White's an A bat. You know what? They're gonna bunt with Roy White instead. Houston playing for the bunt, so he goes from an A to a B bunter. That's an 11. That is a horrible bunt. An 11 on a B. Pops it up in the air. Right side. Watson calls for it. Quickly rushing back to second base is Mickey Rivers. A horrible bunt attempt by Roy White. So he pops out to Watson at first. Max Cornelius says he's doing well. That's awesome. I'm doing well too. Thank you for asking. 2 outs for the Yankee. 1 out for the Yankee captain Thurman Munson. Herman sets the target. J.R. Richard rocks and deals to Munson. 6-10. Right-handed batter, so that's a 6-10. That's a fly ball center field. Cesar Cedeno gets another chance here. That's a 9. We know we're going to the error chart. A 10. I think he makes a play here on the E9. He does. That's a fly ball B. So he makes the catch on the deep fly out by Thurman Munson. Fly ball B. If no runners are... here it is. Runner on third scores. All other runners hold. So there's 2 outs as Munson flies out to Cedeno. Mickey Rivers still at second after the 2-base error to start off things by Cedeno. Richard will now face Greg Nettles. Nettles had 32 home runs in 1976. I believe he led the league in the American League in homers with 32. Richard ready. He'll deal to the left-hand batting Greg Nettles. 1-8 off the Nettles card. Right-handed pitcher. 1-8. Jammed him. Popped up right side. Once again, Bob Watson calls for it. The 2-base error doesn't hurt. Richard works around it. The Yankees are done in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Houston. So a good job by J.R. Richard. When next the Yankees come up in the top of the second, Chris Chambliss, the hero of the American League Championship Series, will lead things off. Due up for the Astros, Cruz, Gross, Watson. If anyone gets on, Cesar Cedeno. Ed Figueroa, 19-game winner, on the mound for the Yankees here at the Astro Dome. We play with a DH. He'll have his warm-up tosses. First batter he'll face, left-hand batting left fielder for the Astros, Jose Cruz. Cruz steps in the left-hander's batter's box. A stealer, you want to keep him off the base paths. Figueroa, he's ready. Munson sets the target, the pitch to Jose Cruz. 3-5 off the Cruz card, right-handed pitcher, so that's a 3-5. Fly ball to right field. Pinella will handle that. 1 down. Cruz goes back to the dugout. 1 out for left-hand batting right fielder Greg Gross. Figueroa rocks and deals to Gross. It'll be off the Figueroa card. 5-8 left-handed batter. 5-8 popped up right side. Randolph, Chambliss. It's Randolph calling for it. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for the Astros. Bob Watson, the bull. First baseman. Good power. Watson, an excellent hitter. Munson goes through the signs. Figueroa's ready. The pitch to the bull, Bob Watson. 4-5. Right-handed batter. 4-5. He jammed him again. Popped up left side. Fred Chicken Stanley calls for it. He'll make the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. A quick bottom of the first for Figueroa and the Yankees. We're through one here at the Astro Dome. No score. Bob Hoxie, how you doing? Thank you for joining us here at the Astro Dome as the press booth chat starts to fill up. J.R. Richard back up on the bump. Point of weakness inning starts in the 8th. The same with Figueroa. J.R. will face Shambliss, Piniella, and the Fro, Oscar Gamble. Chris Shambliss steps to the plate, left-handed batting first baseman. He's got good pop. Richard picks up the sign from Herman. The pitch to Shambliss. It'll be off the Shambliss card. That's a 2-5. 2-5 is a single to center, so Shambliss jumps all over the first pitch fastball. Shambliss not a threat to steal. They will not hold him on. He's an E-stealer. That'll bring up Lou Piniella. Astros play for 2. Richard to Piniella. Off the J.R. Richard card. 5-6 right-handed batter. That's a strikeout. He overpowers Piniella with the fastball. Richard with his first K. 1 down. We've had Richard on the channel before. One of my favorite pitchers when I was young. And he had an epic battle with Jim Palmer and the Orioles. I won't spoil it if you'd like to check it out. 1 out, 1 on for the Fro, Oscar Gamble. Gamble left-handed stick. Richard's ready. Pitch homer bound to the Fro. Oscar Gamble. That's going to be off the Richard card again. That's a 6-9. Left-handed batter, 6-9. Gamble battles J.R. Richard, fouling off a few pitches, working a walk. So Gamble at first, advancing to second is Shambliss. 1 out, 2 on. Willie Randolph. Right-hand batting second baseman for the Yankees. Trying to give New York a lead here. Richard takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Willie Randolph. It will be off the Randolph card, 3-4. Right-handed pitcher, 3-4. Ground ball B. It'll be a force out at second on the 3-4. Yep, ground ball B. Force out at second. They can't turn 2 as Gamble goes in hard. So Gamble's out. He's the second out of the inning. Advancing to third is Shambliss. Randolph reaches on the fielder's choice. 1-6, we'll call it. So Gamble is out. 2 outs. Yankees on the corners here. Shambliss at third, the speedy Willie Randolph at first, Fred Chicken Stanley at the plate. Willie is a double-A stealer. They'll hold him on. And that's going to be a -2, so 15. But Richard is a +1. Herman got the start over Cliff Johnson because Johnson's a +2 arm. He's a +1. So it goes back to 1 through 17. He's going to go, and he is safe. So Willie Randolph steals second base. Second and third now, 2 outs for Fred Chicken Stanley. Richard to Stanley. Stanley will have to do something off the Richard card. That's a 4-9 right-handed batter. 4-9. Swing and a miss. Richard rears back, overpowers one of Billy Martin's favorite players, Fred Chicken Stanley. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Yankees strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here in the Astro Dome between the 1976 Yankees and the 1976 Astros. The Yankees lead off in the top of the third. It'll be the top of the order, Mickey Rivers. For the Astros, it'll be Cedeno, Cabell, Leon, Roberts. So Richard records his first 2 strikeouts in the second. Ed Figueroa will come out for his warm-up tosses as he prepares for the bottom of the second. No score at the Astro Dome. Cesar Cedeno will be first up to face Eddie Figueroa. Cedeno had a 2-base error. Didn't hurt, though. Doesn't want to repeat that. Figueroa to Cedeno. Bottom of the second. No score at the Astro Dome. Yankees, Astros. That's going to be off the Figueroa card. Right-handed batter. That's a 5'11". 5'11", fly ball left field. Fielding range and error check. Roy White, 3 range, 5 error. And he's in left field. That's a 4 on a 3. That's going to be a double down the line for Cesar Cedeno. Roy White can't get to it. Cedeno stops at second. Again, that is a 4 on 3 fielding. Double. Just want to double check. Cedeno is a double A stealer. Figueroa, 0 on the hold. Munson is a -2. We're not going to run there. Enos Cabell is a C bunter. Enos is going to swing the stick. They will hold Cedeno on with the second baseman, so that's going to cut down Randolph's range. And Cedeno, I believe, goes from a 1 through 17 to a 1 through 16. That's the way we'll play. Here's the pitch to Enos Cabell. Cedeno at second. No outs. That's a 5-9. It will go off the Figueroa card. Right-handed batter. 5-9. Ground ball to short and Fred Chicken Stanley. And it will be a range error check on the 5-9. Stanley, 3 range E12. That's a 10. I believe we're going to go to the error rating. Shortstop, 10. We're going to go to the error rating. So Stanley's an E12. That's a 7. Is it a lucky 7? E12 on a 7. 3 through 4, 11, and 12. Error. 5 through 10. Ground ball A. On a ground ball A, if no runners are forced, runners hold. So Stanley looks back, Cedeno at second, fires to first, scoring at home 6-3, 1 out. Cabell does not do his job. Cedeno still at second. They'll hold him on again with Willie Randolph, cutting down Randolph's range. So Randolph's range goes to a 3. Leon Roberts, the DH. Here's the pitch to Roberts from Ed Figueroa. A 1-6 to Leon Roberts. 1-6 is a strikeout. Catches him looking on the breaking pitch. So Figueroa picks up his first K. Figueroa was a hell of a pitcher. Underrated pitcher, really. I mean, not an all-time great, but he put up some good numbers in the mid-70s. 2 outs now. Cedeno will be off on contact. So -1 plus 2 will be a 1 through 18. But it's up to the second baseman for the Astros, Rob Andrews. Righty-righty matchup. Figueroa takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Rob Andrews. It's going to be off the Figueroa card. 4-5, right-handed batter. 4-5, popped up. Stanley calls for it. The shortstop will make the catch. The leadoff double doesn't hurt. Figueroa does a magnificent job stranding Cedeno at second. We're through 2 here at the Astro Dome. No score. As we go to the top of the third, for the Yankees, will be top of the order. Rivers, White, Munson. Hindsight, should we have bunted with Cabell? A C bunter? To which I always usually, when I do that, I let them play for the bunt, so he would have been a D bunter. Maybe we'll use a decider die for that, on that type, on a C bunter. Will they play for the bunt, yes or no? An A or B, they definitely would. Next time I got to think about using the old decider die. Take a sip of water. Joining us here in the Astrodome, Bernard Strom Sports Replays. Check out his wonderful channel, which will be starting up very soon. I believe April 18th. Brian Hoxie is here. JT 2.0. Max Cornelius. Dwayne March. Check out that wonderful channel. Mike Terranova. Max Cornelius and Jim L. Hope all is well. So J.R. Richard comes back out on the bump. Richard has struck out 2 in 2 innings. He'll face Mick the Quick. Rivers reached on a 2-base error by Cedeno as it clanked off his glove behind him. The speedy Rivers reached second. Richard to Rivers, who will win this skirmish. That's a 5-9 left-handed stick on a 5-9. Swing and a miss. Richard just rears back and blows it past Mick the Quick. 1 down. That's his 3rd K for J.R. Richard. Here's Roy White, switch hitter batting lefty. Richard wastes no time in dealing with Roy White. 1-8 off the White card. Right-handed pitcher. 1-8. Possible home run 1 through 10. As White looks to jump on the fastball, it is a double. 11 through 20 is a double. As White clangs it to left center field off the wall. A 1-out double for Roy White. Yankees are in business. White at second. He's not going anywhere. He is an A stealer, so they'll try to keep him close. We want to keep him close. He's not going to steal third. We're not going to keep him close. Munson at the plate. A stealer. Righty, shortstop, second base. We will. We did it the other way. So the second baseman will try to keep him close. It's a -1, so it'll be 1 through 15 for Roy White. Second baseman for the Astros is Andrews. His range goes from a 2 to a 3. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Munson, who flew out to Cedeno in center in his first at-bat. He'll go off his card, so he's feeling a little better about that. That's a 2-6 to Munson, right-handed pitcher, and that's a single. Munson comes through. Single, 2 stars, scoring from second quite easily, as White got a great read on that, is the aforementioned Roy White. Munson knocks in a run on the 1-out single, 1-0 New York. Munson at first, C. Steeler. They will not hold on. They're not going to hold on Munson. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. It'll be off the J.R. Richard card. Looking for the double play ball or strikeout. That's a 5-5. Left-handed batter. 5-5 is a walk. Nettles battles J.R. Richard for a walk. Advancing to second is Munson. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well, along with Mark Jones. Yeah, the Yankees' arms in the outfield, Mark Jones, you are correct. They are horrible. 1 out, 1-0 Yankees. First and second for Chris Chambliss. Chambliss singled and got as far as third in the second. Richard is ready. The pitch to Chambliss. It'll be off the Chambliss card. That's a 1-6 to Chris Chambliss. 1-6. That's going to be a double play ball. Hard hit ball to first. Watson fires to short. Metzger fires back to Watson. 3-6-3 double play. Inning over. The Yankees do get one. Double by White. Single by Munson. Gives New York a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Mike Terranova says, Mr. Clutch, number 15. Yeah, the Yankee arms on the Stratomatic cards and in real life were not bueno in 1976. Rivers, well, okay, Rivers is a +3. White is a +3, so Rivers in center, White in left. Piniella is a neutral at 0. So Chambliss bangs into the double play. Yankees get one. Piniella will lead off the fourth. Hopefully everyone's doing well. on this Monday evening. I am enjoying card and dice baseball with my 76 set. We had a History Maker game the other day. That was fun. We'll give you some more History Maker baseball. Again, when I play whatever card and dice game, I play it the way I want to play it. I use the rules the way I want to use it. I'm not an expert at any game. I play to have fun. And if I do something equally wrong, it's equally wrong for both teams. Or I do it my way for both teams. For the Astros, Figueroa is done with his warm-up tosses. Bottom of the third, Metzger, Herman, top of the order, Cruz. The pitch to Roger Metzger, switch hitter batting lefty from Ed Figueroa. It's going to be off the Figueroa card, 4-8. So on a 4-8, Metzger has a triple opportunity, 1 through 4, or a single, 5 and above. It is a single. Metzger singles to center. Nice piece of hitting by the shortstop. Metzger at first. 1-0 Yankees. Definitely not a threat to steal. Ed Herman, a C bunter. They would probably play for a bunt. So we're not going to bunt. And we're not going to adjust the defense. So Herman has an opportunity. Another left-handed stick that Figueroa must face. Yankees looking to try to turn 2 in the infield. The pitch to Ed. I'm not a monster, Herman. It's going to go off the Figueroa card. Left-handed batter. That is a 4-11. 4-11. Fly ball left field. X. Roy White's range error check on Roy White in left field. Roy White's range is a 3. It's a 6. It's going to be a single, 2 stars. So once again, Roy White cannot get to it. I'll just show you that. Hopefully the glare, you can see it. So he's a 3 range on a 6. And you can see single, 2 stars. That will advance Metzger to third with no outs. So batters 8 and 9 getting things done for the Astros. Yankees up 1-0. Astros threatening to take the lead. Jose Cruz steps to the plate. He's a B bunter, but he's going to swing that stick. Another left-handed stick that Ed Figueroa must face. The pitch to Figueroa. Yankees will give up the run for a double play ball. Figueroa to Cruz. 4-8 off the Figueroa card. 4-8. 1 through 5. 1 through 4 is a triple. It's another single. 2 stars. Trotting in from third as the Astros tie the game is Metzger. Herman, the slow-footed catcher, goes first to third. Cruz now 1 for 2 with an RBI. A clutch 1-out single for Jose Cruz. Astros still have first and third. Cruz at first. Herman at third. Greg Gross at the plate. Cruz, an ace stealer. They would hold him on. So that's a -2. 1 through 13. Figueroa is neutral. Munson's a -2. That's 1 through 11. He's not going to go. Here's the pitch to another left-handed stick. Greg Gross. Gross, 4-11. They're hitting that 4 column off the Figueroa card. 4-11's a single! The Astros take the lead. Trotting in from third is Herman, the catcher. Greg Gross is now 1 for 2. Figueroa, as that ball is a single to center. Mickey Rivers is god-awful. That's a +3. Cruz, that's 1 through 19. He's going first to third, and he just gets in there. Mickey Rivers with a quick, accurate throw. Not in time. Cruz slides in, evading the tag of Greg Nettles. Figueroa in trouble, 2-1 Astros. Still no outs. 4 consecutive singles for the Astros. Death by paper cut. Legend Sports Universe has joined us. How you doing? Check out that wonderful channel. Brian Hoxie says, I watch a lot of card and dice streams / videos. I don't ever care how and what rules are played. Like you said, play the way you want to if it's fun. I'm in agreement. Now bring up the bull, Bob Watson, 2-1 Astros. Yankees playing for 2. The pitch to the bull, Bob Watson. Ed Figueroa in trouble here. Righty-righty matchup, though. It's a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. A 6-6, a fly ball center field B. That's going to be deep enough, I do believe, to score the speedy Cruz at third. Fly ball B, runner on third scores, and he does. 3-1 Astros. On the 6-6, get your kicks on Route 66. Fly ball to center, so that's an 8 sack RBI. Astros have struck for 3 here in the bottom of the third. That must feel like a million runs for J.R. Richard. Watson is retired. That's the first out of the inning, that sack fly. Gross still at first. He's a D-stealer. They're not holding him on. Here's Cesar Cedeno. Figueroa to Cedeno. That 4 column is not good luck for Ed Figueroa, except it's a right-handed batter this time. 4-6, pick up some sticks. 4-6, that's a walk. Figueroa continues to struggle. Thurman Munson not happy with his pitcher. Goes out to the mound with a scowl on his face. Gross goes to second. Going to first on the free pass is the speedy Cedeno. Munson really quite animated in his discussion with Figueroa. Now Munson, the Yankee captain, back behind the plate. The pitch to Enos Cabell. First and second, 1 out. 4-4 to Cabell. Fly ball center field, Mickey Rivers. Rivers needs to make a good play here. This is a range error check. Mickey is a 3-range E7. That's an 18. Mickey Rivers comes racing in, makes the diving catch. Quickly getting back to their bags are Cedeno and Gross. Great catch by Mickey Rivers on the fly ball C. Retiring Cabell. 2 outs. Bottom of the third, 3-1 Astros here at the Astro Dome. Houston fans loving it. Designated hitter Leon Roberts steps to the plate. Roberts struck out against Figueroa. The pitch to Roberts from Ed Figueroa. Off the Figueroa card, right-handed batter. That's a 6-9. Unbelievable. It's going to be some runs here. 1 through 12, it's a double. It's a 16, single 2 stars. They continue death by paper cut. Scoring from second is Greg Gross. It's now 4-1 Astros. First to third goes Cedeno with 2 outs. Leon Roberts with a clutch hit and a ribby. Oops. My faux pas there. Single. RBI. 4 runs have scored. Point of weakness possibility, and if he hits this, he's not good. The Yankees get some bullpen action going. 5 runs in 1 inning, 6 and 2, 7 and 3. Figueroa might be done quite quickly. After putting up 2 goose eggs, oh, no ribby, no ribby, no ribby. My faux pas. I was going to say, no one scored. I'm jumping the gun. First and third. Cedeno goes to third. Right, because Watson sacked. Gross. Yes. Yes. Still 4-1. Sack. He scored. Yeah, 4-1. That'll bring up the ninth batter of the bottom of the third. Rob Andrews, a pitch to Andrews. Figueroa, that's a 5-7. 5-7. Ground ball, second base, Willie Randolph. Randolph is a 2E25. That's a 15. I believe Randolph makes this play. 15. Yes, he does. Hard hit ball. Randolph comes up with it. Throws to Chambliss. Side is retired. Scoring at home 4-3. The Astros do plate 4 on singles by Metzger, Herman, Cruz, Gross. Sac fly by Watson. That's 4 runs there. We go to the top of the fourth. 4-1 Houston. Due up for the Yankees. Piniella, Gamble, Randolph to face J.R. Richard. Metzger will once again lead off an inning, the fourth. They're calling for the pen in the press booth. I'm in agreement. (4-1) Astros. And then the youngster J.R. Richard on the mound. Richard has struck out 3. Piniella, Gamble, Randolph to try to get the Yankees back in this ball game. Richard wastes no time. He deals to Sweet Lou Piniella. It'll be off the J.R. Richard card. That is a 6-8. 6-8. Piniella battles Richard for a walk. Good job by Sweet Lou. He's now 1 for 2. A strikeout and a walk. The Yankees need base runners. The pitch of the fro, Oscar Gamble. Off the Gamble card, 2-8. Right-handed pitcher. They're going to get the force on Piniella at second. They cannot turn 2. So Piniella is out. Gamble reaches on the fielder's choice. Richard goes 6-3. 1 down. That'll bring up Willie Randolph. Richard looks in at Herman. Pitch homer down, bound to Willie Randolph. Off the Randolph card. 2-8. Right-handed pitcher. 2-8. Double play ball. Inning over. Ball hit to Metzger. Metzger over to Andrews. On to Watson. Side is retired. The top of the fourth is done. So that's 6-4-3. As Randolph bangs into the pitcher's best friend, just what the doctor ordered, double play. Bottom of 4. 4-1 Astros. Richard looking pretty good here. Ed Figueroa on a very, very short leash. 4-1 Astros looking to add to that. Roger Metzger, who led off the third, now once again leads off the fourth, as the Astros sent 9 batters to the plate. The pitch to Metzger, switch hitter batting lefty. It'll be off the Figueroa card. That is a 5-4. Does it close the door? 5-4. 5-4. This is a play for Thurman Munson. Munson is a 1E3. That's a 15. Munson will make that play. 15. Popped up, foul territory. Munson throws the mask aside, makes the catch. Metzger is retired on the pop out to the catcher. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, Herman. Figueroa deals to Ed Herman. 1-9 to Ed Herman. Right-handed pitcher, 1-9. Ground ball to first. Chambliss waves off Figueroa. He'll take it to the bag himself. 2 away. So Figueroa gave up 4 runs in the third. If he gives up 2 in this inning, he hits point of weakness, but he's 1 out away from getting out of the bottom of the fourth. Top of the order, Jose Cruz 1 for 2. He singled in a run, scored a run, flew out to Pinella and right. Figueroa nods his head. Munson pounds a mitt, sets a target. The windup, the pitch to Jose Cruz. 3-9 off the Cruz card. 3-9. Chopper to second. Randolph takes it on a couple of hops. Flips to first. Side retired. Scoring at home 4-3. Figueroa puts up that goose egg. We go to the top of the fifth. 4-1 Astros. Mr. Greg Gross, you should be facing this way. Good comeback inning for Eddie Figueroa. Due up in the top of the fifth for the Yankees, Fred Chicken Stanley. Then we go to the top of the order, Mick the Quick, Roy White. J.R. Richard, pitching quite well. We don't have this batting order correct. Fred Chicken Stanley stuck to somebody. Here we go. Stanley, Rivers, White. There we go. I am really having fun with the 1976 set. I don't know why. It's not even a good pennant race. American League West had a good pennant race. The Royals beat out the A's by 2. Yankees ran away with the East. Phillies, I'm pretty sure, ran away with the National League East. And Cincinnati ran away with the National League West. They had a lot of 20-game winners. A lot of 20-game winners in 1976. David Zielinski, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. World's Worst Gamer, talking to Brian Hoxie. I would say George Brett moved to my Blue Jays in 85 so that he couldn't keep them from going to the World Series, LOL. Richard to Fred Chicken Stanley to lead things off here in the top of the fifth. It'll be off the J.R. Richard card. That's a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. Right-handed batter on the 5-3. Ground ball back to Richard. Richard is a 4. E50. Ouch. Is he a 4? Yes, because that batting card's a 6. So he's a 4 E50. This might not bode well for J.R. Richard. That's a 4. I believe that's going to be a base hit. It's a single right through the... No, hold on. 4. No, we go to the error check. J.R. Richard, again, he's an E50, so he did not field his position bueno. E38 or more. Holy cow. This is pretty much an error. That's a 10. It's an error. The only way it's not an error if you roll snake eyes, then it becomes a split roll. 1 through 3 is an error. 4, 5, and 6 would have been ground ball A, but we rolled a 10. So J.R. Richard has the ball go off his glove, tries to pick it up, drops it. Stanley reaches on the E1. Stanley's at first. Yankees need base runners. They're down by 3. Houston 4, New York 1. Top of the order, Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Mick the Quick. Off the Rivers card, right-handed pitcher. That's a 1-5. 1-5. Rivers can do some damage here. 1 through 11, a triple. 12 through 20, a double. That is a triple. So Mickey Rivers finds the gap to right center field. Scoring all the way from first, Fred Chicken Stanley sliding in safely. Beating the relay throw is Mickey Rivers. The error hurts right away. Yankees cut the lead in half. It's now Houston 4, New York 2. RBI for Mickey Rivers. Yankees needed base runners. They got it. Now Rivers 90 feet away from cutting the lead to 1. Richard will look to strike out Roy White, switch hitter batting lefty. White has popped out and doubled and scored on the Munson single. The pitch to Roy White. Richard fires in a fastball. That's a 1-7 off the White card. 1-7, fly ball, center field, B question mark. So that's an 8. Now the B question mark, Rivers is at third. +2 to the arm on the B question mark. So Cedeno has a hell of an arm. -4, it goes to -2. Rivers tagging from third is 1 through 15 then. But he can only be out on a 20. 16 through 19 he holds. He scores. Sac fly, 4-3. Here come the Yankees. So Rivers scores on the sack by Roy White. Yankees get 2 here in the top of the 5th. 1 out now. 4-3, bases empty. These Yankees, they're scrappers. No quit in a Billy Martin team. Here's Thurman Munson. Bases empty. Munson, 1 for 2. Single with a ribby. The pitch to the Yankee captain, J.R. Richard, will go off the Richard card with a 4-4. Does it close the door on Thurman Munson? Right-handed batter. 4-4. Shallow fly ball to center. Munson slams his bat. He had a fastball he thought he could grip and rip. Coming in to make the catch is Cesar Cedeno. Second time Munson has flown out to Cedeno. He's now 1 for 3. 2 outs. Bases empty. 4-3 Houston. The pitch, left-hand batting, power-hitting third baseman Greg Nettles. He's walked and popped out to first. He'll go off the J.R. Richard card. 6-7, left-handed stick. 6-7, he walks again. Richard having some control problems. Tying run at first with 2 out. Greg Nettles, C. Steeler, they will not hold him on. He will be a +2. I don't want to cut down the range of the first baseman. So 1 through 14 with 2 outs. Chris Chambliss looking to tie this ball game or send the Yankees into the lead with a bippity-boppity-boom. Richard pays no heed to Nettles at first. They're not holding him on. He rocks and deals to Chris Chambliss. It will be off the J.R. Richard card. 5-8. Lefty, 5-8. Ground ball, second base, range error check. Range error check. Second baseman's Andrews. He's a 2E22. That's a 16. I believe he makes the play there, and the side will be retired, but let's make sure. 16 on a 2. Hard hit ball to second. Andrews is up with it. Throws to Watson. Side retired. Scoring at home 4-3. The Yankees plate 2 and have moved to within 1 of the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Houston 4, New York 3. The error did hurt that J.R. Richard committed on the Fred Chicken Stanley ground ball. 4-3, bottom of the 5th. Houston wants to get those runs back. Neither pitcher has been quite sharp. They haven't pitched bad, but they're not sharp. When the Yankees lead off the 6th, it'll be Lou Piniella. For Houston, Gross, Watson, Cedeno to face Ed Figueroa, still on a very, very short leash. Yankees bullpen continues to have people out there. So Figueroa, 2 goose eggs in the first 2 innings, then gave up 4 in the bottom of the 3rd, and then put up a goose egg in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch to left-hand batting right fielder Greg Gross, 1 for 2. It'll be off the Gross card. That's a 3-5. Right-handed pitcher. 3-5 is a single to right. Gross is at first. D. Steeler will not be held on. And Billy Martin's making the call. Billy Martin is coming out to have a word with Munson and easy Ed Figueroa. All right, let's see. Not going to go to Sparky Lyle yet. Dick Tidrow can go 3 innings in relief. He was 4-5, 2.63 ERA, 10 saves. And it's going to be Dick Tidrow. So Ed Figueroa's day is done. He went 4 innings. Responsible for the runner at first. Single by Greg Gross. Tidrow coming in. 5th. To face the Bull Bob Watson. So Figueroa can only lose it. He can't win it. Not a good outing for the 19-game winner. There's Dick Tidrow. I use these plastic bags. They work out quite well. You slide them in here. See? You know what the hell the team is because it's see-through. I like it. Rubber bands suck. They make those horrible marks. I got to unrubber band all my cards and put them in these plastic bags. That's okay. 4-3 Astros. Gross at first. Here's the pitch from Dick Tidrow to Bob Watson. That's a 3-4 righty-righty matchup. 3-4 ground ball B to third. So they'll get the force on Gross. Can't turn 2. Gross went in hard into Willie Randolph. So that's a fielder's choice. Gross is out. Watson reaches 5-4. 1 out. Watson at first. He's slow. They won't hold him on. Cesar Cedeno at the plate. Cedeno made a very bad 2-base error. Didn't cost the Astros as Richard was able to bail him out in the top of the first. Cedeno walked and did something. I didn't mark it, so I don't know. Got on base twice. I think he doubled. I remembered he doubled. Yeah, he doubled. Did not go any further, though. Here's the pitch to Cedeno. Watson at first. Tidrow on the Yankees looking for the double play ball. It'll be off the Cedeno card. Right-handed pitcher, 1-6. A 1-6, swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Cedeno badly fooled. Now 1-for-2. 2 outs. Watson will be off on contact, not being held on. So it'll be a +2, 1-12. Enos Cabell 0-for-2 robbed on a beautiful catch by the center fielder, Mickey Rivers. The pitch to Enos Cabell from Dick Tidrow, 1-6. 1-6, 1 and a 2. It's a 2-run homer or a deep fly out. The dice got, he just misses the 2-run homer. Racing back to center is Mickey Rivers. He leaps, makes the catch, bringing the ball back. What another great play. Second time Cabell has been robbed by Mickey Rivers, but this time it would have been a 2-run bippity-boppity-boom. Astros fans here at the Astro Dome moan and groan, but they have just witnessed a tremendous catch by Mick the Quick. And we're going to say Rob's home run, because it was a 3. We go to the top of the 6th, still 4-3 Astros. They thought they added 2 on the ball off the bat of Enos Cabell, though Cabell not a big power hitter. I think I messed that up. So it's going to be Cruz, Gross, Watson, Cedeno. No, I did that right. And then Cabell. Bob Franklin, how you doing? Hope all's well. Bob says, Gross was always a walk machine. He had a good on base. So Dick Tidrow does his JOB. The Yankees put up a goose egg. The book on Figueroa is closed. Again, I don't go nuts with stats when I play these games. He went 4 innings and gave up 4 runs. He can only lose it. J.R. Richard. Top of the 6th will face Piniella, Gamble, and Randolph. Yankees look to tie and take the lead. Richard to Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's also walked. The pitch from Richard to Sweet Lou. 3-7. Right-handed pitcher. So a 3-7. Hard hit ball to short. Metzger is up with it. Throws to Watson, 1 down. Yankees are making contact on Richard. He's not having a big strikeout game. 1 out for the Fro, Oscar Gamble. He digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Richard rocks and deals to Gamble. It's a 1-4 to Oscar Gamble. 1-4. Gamble crushes that ball to right. You can kiss it goodbye. A bippity boppity boom to the moon. The Fro, Oscar Gamble takes J.R. Richard deep, 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 deep. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. We're tied at 4. High fives all around as Oscar Gamble enters the dugout. A solo blast with 1 out has just tied this game at the Astro Dome. We are now knotted at 4. Again, that was a 1-4. Right-handed pitcher, 1-4. Booyah! It's gone. So the Yankees, not fazed at all by the youngster J.R. Richard. 4-4. 1 out, top of the 6th. The pitch to Willie Randolph, right-hand batting second baseman. Willie's 0 for 2. 4-8 to Willie Randolph. 4-8. That's a strikeout. Richard paints the outside corner. Strikeout number 4 for J.R. Richard. 2 outs. Number 9 batter, Fred Chicken Stanley. All the bad things happened when J.R. Richard could not field a Stanley ground ball. Yankees went for 2 in that inning in the 5th. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley. It'll be off the J.R. Richard card. That's a 5-4. Will it close the door on Fred Chicken Stanley? Right-handed batter, 5-4. This will be a play for Herman the catcher. Herman is a 3-E1. That's a 12. We go to the error check now. And he's an E1. That's a 5 on an E1. Number in front of the plate, 4 through 12. So Herman picks it up, fires to Watson. Side is retired, but the home run by the Fro, Oscar Gamble, ties things up. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-4 here at the Astro Dome. When the Yankees next come up, in the 7th, Mickey Rivers would lead things off. Dick Tidrow, now the pitcher of record, Ed Figueroa, thanks to the Gamble homer, is off the hook. For the Astros, now in this tie ball game, it'll be Leon Roberts, Rob Andrews, then the shortstop Metzger. Roberts, 1 for 2. He struck out and singled. Righty-righty matchup. Tidrow picks up the sign from Munson. The pitch to Leon Roberts, designated hitter for the Astros. That's a 1-6. 1-6, swing and a miss. Roberts looked to put the Astros ahead with that swing. Second time Roberts has struck out. That's the second strikeout for Dick Tidrow for Yankee pitching third. overall. Now bring up Rob Andrews. Andrews has popped out and grounded out. Here's the pitch homeward bound to Andrews. Tidrow dealing a 5-4 right-handed batter off the Tidrow card. 5-4 fly ball, shallow center field. Rivers comes in, makes the catch, 2 away. You can see that 5, 3, 5, 6, all good, but they re-rolled a 4. 2 outs, base is empty. Roger Metzger. Metzger has singled and scored and popped out to Munson. Tidrow looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The leg kick and delivery to Roger Metzger off the Tidrow card. Switch hitter batting lefty, so it'll be a left-handed batter. That's a 5-5. A 5-5 possible home run if normal power. Against righties and lefties, Metzger is weak, so it cannot be a home run. 1 through 16 is a single. 17 through 20 is a double. It is a double by Metzger. A 2-out double by Metzger. Astros can retake the lead if their catcher, Herman, can do anything. Herman singled and scored, grounded to first. 6th inning, do we want to go pinch hitter here? No, we're going to go with Herman. Tidrow to the left-hand batting catcher, Ed Herman. 5-6, pick up some sticks. 5-6, well, Mr. Herman has just given the Astros the lead. 1 through 3 is a triple. Anything higher is a single 2 stars. It is a triple for the slow-footed catcher, Ed Herman. Unbelievable. He smashes it to right center, takes a crazy bounce off the wall, evading Mick the Quick. Herman lumbers into third, slides in safely. Scoring easily from second is Metzger. The Astros take a 5-4 lead on the triple by Ed Herman. Again, he's a left-handed batter. That's a 5-6. A 5-6 triple 1 through 3. Re-roll to 1. Herman having a day of days. He's 1 for 3. He's a double and a homer away from the cycle. Picks up a ribby. 5-4 Astros. What a crazy game. World's worst game. A triple for a catcher. LOL. The dice gods were with him, my friend. The dice gods were with him. Billy Martin's going insane in the dugout. Top of the order, Jose Cruz. 2 outs. Can Cruz pad the Astros lead here? He's 1 for 3, singled in a run and scored. It will be a 4-8 to Jose Cruz off the Dick Tidrow card. He's a lefty. 4-8. Ground ball to second. Randolph up with it. Throws to first. Side is retired. Second time Cruz is grounded out to Willie Randolph. But the Astros match the 1 run that the Yankees had in the top of the 6th. They retake the lead as we go to the top of the 7th. The Houston Astros 5. The New York Yankees 4. J.R. Richard back up on the bump with the lead once again. Great ball game here at the Astro Dome. World's Worst Gamer says, good call, Al, keeping him in. Well, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Take a sip of water. World's Worst Gamer about Ed Figueroa. Anyone know what Figueroa's pitching repertoire was? I don't think he threw too hard. He had some strikeouts. We'll just show you that. 119 strikeouts. He nibbled, I would say. He didn't give in. 94 walks. He threw a lot of innings, 257. Allowed 237 hits. So he's gonna have to hit his spots the way he wasn't an overpowering pitcher. He was a good pitcher. World's Worst Gamer then says, I see he hurt his arm and everything went downhill from there. I wondered if he was a specific pitch he threw that wrecked him. That I don't know. I just remembered he was a good pitcher. He had to hit his spots. Dan Burke. He was injured in 1979 and was never the same. Thank you, Dan. How you doing, Dan? Good to see you. That's what our chat and our community, the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community is about. talking stuff, having fun. All right, we go to the top of the 7th. 5-4 Astros. J.R. Richard on the mound. I want to say he was Ed Figueroa. He was a good pitcher. That's what I remember as a kid. And his record in the mid-70s showed that. Wasn't a dominant pitcher, like a shutdown pitcher, but he had a repertoire. I think he had 3 pitches, probably, and he had to hit his spots. Just from looking at that card, you can see he walked, he gave up hits, struck out a few. He had to hit his spots. And his ERA was damn good. So it's not like they scored a ton of runs. They could have scored a ton of runs for him, I don't know. But his ERA was 3.02. He makes, $100 million with this record if he was a free agent now? All right, here we go. Yankees trying to tie it. Rivers, White, Munson to face J.R. Richard. Mickey Rivers tripled in a run to tie the game in his to pull them within 1. Actually, that's incorrect again. Knocked in a run, he scored to pull them within 1. Gamble tied the game with the homer in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Richard to Rivers. He'll be off the Mick the Quick card. 2-5, right-handed pitcher. 2-5. He'll fly out to right field and Greg Gross. So Rivers is retired. You want to keep Mickey Rivers off the base paths, and the Astros do just that. 1 out for the switch-hitting left fielder Roy White. He'll be batting lefty against a right-hand hard-throwing J.R. Richard. Richard with the leg kick and delivery to Roy White. 3-9. Right-handed pitcher. 3-9. Jammed him, popped up, right side. Calling for it is Andrews. The second baseman for the Astros makes the play. There's 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Astros lead 5-4. Yankee captain Thurman Munson steps to the plate. He had a clutch hit knocking in a run in the 3rd. That was the first Yankee run. Can he tie it with a bippity-boppity-boom? Herman goes through the signs. The youngster Richard nods his head. The leg kick and delivery to Thurman Munson. He'll have to do some damage off the J.R. Richard card. 6-10. Fly ball center field. Cesar Cedeno. He's already committed a 2-base error, and he's outstanding in center. The dice gods weren't with him there. Cedeno is a 1E9. That's a 4. He should make the play on the 4, and he does. He makes the running catch to left center field. Side is retired. Wonderful running catch by Cesar Cedeno. Munson growls. Second time Munson has been retired. Third time Munson has been retired by Cedeno in center. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-4 Astros. Astros look to add to the precarious 1-run lead here at the Astro Dome. When next the Yankees come up in the 8th, Greg Nettles will lead things off. Zalapsky Smurf, how you doing, my friend? He says greetings. Dan Burke. Do you remember if Ed Figueroa had a dominant pitch, just out of curiosity? I remember he was like, and again, just looking at his card, to me, he probably had to hit his spots, had probably good control, and probably could spot his fastball well, because he had over 100 strikeouts. For the Astros, to face Tidrow. Tidrow now the pitcher of record, and he came in the 5th. Pitched the 6th, now the 7th, so 3rd inning. This is his point of weakness check for Dick Tidrow. I always get this mixed up. I believe it's 4. Is it 4 or 3? I should just write that damn thing down. 4 hits or walks. Yep, 4. Gross, 1 for 3, singled twice, scored a run, popped out to second. Tidrow to Gross. Gross, left-handed stick. He'll be off the Tidrow card, left-handed batter. That's a 5-5. Will Gross stay alive? 5-5. Greg Gross will stay alive against righties, but he's a weak hitter either way, so no home run 1 through 16. It's a single. We've seen this roll before. Metzger had it. So 1 through 16 is a single. 17 through 20 is a double. It is a single. It would have been a homer if he had normal power. But you can see 5-5 lefty 1 through 16. Against right-handed pitching, Gross is weak. Against left-handed pitching, he has weak power. So it is a single. Gross has 3 hits. Gross would go on to play for the Phillies, correct? Dan Burke says, usual wear and tear tore the guy's arm up back then. Yeah, just the innings pitched, you're right. As Dan says, he's not quite sure what he... I just remembered he was a good pitcher, and he wasn't overpowering, and I think if he hit his spots and stuff. So Gross is at first. Watson's at the plate. Yankees need a double play ball here. Tidrow to the bull, Bob Watson. That's a 2-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-6. Popped up left side on the outfield grass is Fred Chicken Stanley. He's calling for it. He makes the catch. Watson is retired. 1 out, 1 on. Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno has doubled, walked, and struck out. Gross not being held on at first. The pitch from Tidrow to Cesar Cedeno. 5's gone wild. It's 5s across the board. 5-10. 5-10. Swing and a miss. Cedeno tried to take Tidrow deep. That was a fastball moving away from Cesar. Second time, Tidrow struck him out. Tidrow's now struck out 3. Yankees in total 4. He came in the 5th after the single to Greg Gross. And that was enough for Billy Martin to yank Ed Figueroa. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 5-4 Astros. Gross at first. He'll be off on contact, +2, so he's 1 through 14. The pitch to Mr. Enos Cabell. Cabell has been robbed twice by Mickey Rivers. The last time, a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch to Cabell from Dick Tidrow. Cabell looking to grip and rip in this righty-righty matchup. That's a 1-5. 1-5. Single to center. 2 outs, 2 stars. Gross goes first to third. Cabell says, catch that, Mickey. First and third. Cabell, a double-A stealer. They will hold him on, so that's -2, 1 through 15. -1 for Tidrow, 1 through 16. Munson -2. I'm sorry, 15. -1 for Tidrow, 14. 12. He's not going anywhere. There's a runner at third. Leon Roberts at the plate, 1 for 3. He has struck out twice. Sandwiched between that was a single. The pitch to Leon Roberts from Dick Tidrow, a 1-11 in this righty-righty matchup. Big insurance run on third for the Astros. 1-11. Chopper to first. Charging it is Chambliss. He'll toss to Tidrow, covering the bag. Scoring at home, 3-1. The side is retired. The Astros strand him on the corners. We go to the top of the 8th. Houston 5. New York 4. Due up for the Yankees, Nettles, Chambliss, Piniella to face J.R. Richard. Dave Gardner, how you doing? Check out that wonderful channel, of course, Digital Dice with Ron Juckett. How'd hockey go, Dave? Dave says he just got home. Did you play or did you ref? Did you stay or did you go? The Clash, right? Did you stay or did you go? Was that the Clash? I think I have to go now. J.R. Richard nursing a 1-run lead. 5-4 Astros. The pitch to Greg Nettles. 6'8", left-handed batter. 6'8", Nettles again works a walk. Third free pass Richard has given to Nettles. Tying run at first. Nettles is a C stealer. Chambliss is a C bunter. Again, anytime they bunt, I always bring it down to a D, so he's not going to bunt. Chambliss will swing the stick. Another left-handed stick Richard must face, hoping for the double play ball. The pitch homeward bound to the American League Championship Series hero, the walk-off homer, Chris Chambliss for the Royals. What can he do against J.R. Richard? That's a 3-6. Right-handed pitcher, 3-6, double. Oh, wait, we don't know yet. 1 through 14, it is a double. 2 stars. Nettles goes into third. Chambliss has his second hit. Tying run 90 feet away in Nettles. Go-ahead run at second, and Chambliss no outs. They're going to stick with J.R. Richard. Lou Pinella's up. That's a 3-5. Yankees trying to take the lead once again. Righty-righty matchup. 3-5. Swing and a miss. Richard gets him on the 3-5. Still second and third. We didn't even move our infield in. We're not going to move our infield in. They're putting it on the shoulders of J.R. Richard, and here comes the nemesis. Oscar Gamble, the Fro, tied the game up with a solo homer. Actually, there's a 2-run. No, solo homer. That was in the 6th. Second and third, 1 out. The pitch to Gamble. It's a 2-4. Can he do it again? 2-4 singles to left. We have a tie baseball game once again. Goes the opposite way on the outside fastball. Good piece of hitting by the Fro, Oscar Gamble. 2-4 single to left. Trotting in from third. Ooh, we might... Who's at second? Chambliss, 1 through 12. Will we try to take the lead here for the Yankees? Let's find out. Left fielder cruises a -2. So that's 1 through 10. They're going to hold Chambliss at third. It's a 5-5 ball game. Gamble knocks in his second. Once again, the Astros and J.R. Richard relinquish the lead. We're knotted at 5, top of the 8th. 1 out. First and third. Gamble's at first, Chambliss at third. They'll play for 2. The pitch to Willie Randolph. 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 6-6. Single 1 through 13. Willie will give the Yankees the lead. If not, it's a line out to third. It's a 5. Willie Randolph smashes a line drive past the lunging dive of Enos Cabell into left field. Trotting home from third is Chambliss. The Yankees take the lead 6-5. Unbelievable. So Willie Randolph picks up his first hit. Gamble stops at second. 2 runs have been knocked in the top of the 8th. The Yankees take the lead 6-5. Houston quickly gets their bullpen up. As Dave Gardner says, he's firing up some hockey bones before he goes to bed. Oh, Dave was a scorekeeper. Lots of penalties. Bad game. Lots of penalties, he said. Dave, are you going to stream? Okay. 6-5 Yankees. Fred Chicken Stanley up. The pitch to Fred Chicken Stanley. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. Ground ball to first. It's a ground ball C, so all the runners advance. So it's going to be second and third, 2 outs. As Watson flips to Richard, covering the bag, who quickly pivots to check Gamble at third. So Stanley is out 3-1. 2 outs. Top of the order, 6-5 Yankees. Mickey Rivers, second and third, 2 outs. Dan Burke says, time to yank J.R. Richard. Are we going to go lefty-lefty? We might bring in Joe Sambita. Dave Gardner says, not tonight about streaming. Maybe tomorrow afternoon before work. So make sure to have your bell notification on for Dave Gardner's channel. Will it be hockey bones or baseball or whatever, Dave? Always a fun time on Dave Gardner's channel. Oh, we're going to stick with J.R. Richard. The pitch to Mickey Rivers. 6-5 Yankees. Yanks look to add more. It's going to be a 4-5. Does it close the door on Mickey Rivers? 4-5 fly ball left field. Cruz coming in to his right. Makes the catch again. 4-5. Fly out. I think that's left field. I'm at an awkward angle. Yes, it's an out no matter what. It looks like left field to me. Rivers is done. But the Yankees pick up 2. The go-ahead run off the bat of Willie Randolph. That was a clutch single. And before that, Gamble had an RBI too. I didn't mark that down. Okay. So the Yankees pick up 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The New York Yankees 6. The Houston Astros 5. Dick Tidrow, now the pitcher of record. He's done. We're going to go with Sparky Lyle, former Red Sox. Another phenomenal trade by the Boston Red Sox. We traded Sparky Lyle for Danny freaking Cater. Danny Cater. Yeah, Danny Cater. That's what you call trade no bueno. Good job, Boston. So Roy White will lead things off in the top of the 9th. Oh, shoot. That was point of weakness inning. 1, 2. I don't think we had no dots anyway, so it doesn't matter. I looked out there. But yeah, he definitely hit point of weakness. So J.R. Richard will be done too. J.R. Richard went 8. He's of record to lose it unless the Astros can score to tie or go ahead. Dick Tidrow, he went 3 innings. And he did give up 1 run. But he's pitcher of record to win. So Tidrow's done. Sparky Lyle will now come in for the 6-out save. Again, I like these plastic bags. I can see. Rubber bands suck. I'm trying to get more of these plastic bags that fit most of my cards. Alright, so we got Sparky Lyle. 7 and 8. 23 saves. 2.26 ERA. Not a big strikeout guy. Again, he didn't give in. You can see he walked 42, struck out 61. If he didn't get you, he was not going to give in. Only allowed 5 home runs. Good job by Sparky. Lyle will face Andrews, Metzger, and Herman. Herman has played pretty damn well. We went with him instead of Cliff Johnson. Lyle's a lefty. For the Astros, because J.R. Richard's done, we're going to go to Ken Forsch, brother of Bob. As I open up the handy-dandy plastic bag. Ken Forsch will pitch the top of the 9th. 4 and 3, 2.15 ERA, 19 saves. So J.R. Richard on the hook to lose it. Nurse Teresa picked out these 2 teams. Well, to be truthful, it was Yankees and Atlanta. I said, I can't stream that. Though Phil Niekro, it would have been interesting with Phil Niekro, but I said, nah, pick another team. And then she picked this team. I was like, ooh, I like J.R. Richard. I think the next game we do when it comes to 76, we're going to get the Bird back on. And we'll pick a National League team. Or we might do Cleveland and the Cubs, Eckersley. I think we'll do... I got the itch to do another Mark the Bird Fidrich game. Ooh, maybe we do Mark the Bird Fidrich against Satchel Paige and the Pittsburgh Crawfords. That could be fun. All right, Astros trail by 1. Sparky Lyle looking to close the show. We need 6 outs. The pitch to Rob Andrews from Sparky Lyle. That's a 2-7 off the Andrews card. Left-handed pitcher. 2-7. Ground ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley's up with it. Throws to first. 1 away. Scoring at home 6-3. Astros down to 5 outs now. Roger Metzger. He's 2 for 3. Switch hitter, he'll bat righty against the left-handed hurling Lyle. Lyle rocks and deals to Roger Metzger. 6-9. 6-9. Ground ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley. Range error check. Stanley is a 3E12. That's a 15. That's a 15. Shortstop, 15-3. Stanley charges it. Throws to first, 2 away. So Stanley's been a busy chicken at short. Billy Martin clapping away. Fred Stanley, one of his favorites, makes him laugh. 2 outs. Herman at the plate. We're down 1. Herman has singled and tripled in a run. The question is, we do have a little power on the bench, and it would be Cliff Johnson. Dan Burke says, Tidrow did a good job keeping the Yankees in the game. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. World's Worst Gamer says, I know nobody is going to show it, but I want more 80s Mariners on the channels, LOL. They were my second favorite team for a very long time. 80s. I have the 82 season. Do I have the 80 season? I have the 82 season. We might do that for you, my friend. We might do that for you. Dan Burke says, go to Johnson. All right, we're going to go with Dan Burke. I was thinking the same thing. We need a pop here. One of my favorite all-time names in baseball right here. Has nothing to do with who's coming up, but Mark Lemongello. Reminds me of an alcoholic beverage. All right. I mean, we have we need a homer. There's 2 outs. Jerry Devon, but he has no pop. But he has a 40% chance of getting on base. We're not going to use him. I'm going to use Johnson. Cliff Johnson. Johnson, 226, 10 homers, 49 ribbies. Slugging 399. So Cliff Johnson will pinch hit. They're hoping that Johnson runs into something, takes it out of the Astro Dome. As Frank Del Plato, how you doing, my friend? Cliff Johnson was known as a Yankee killer. I do remember something about that. All right, so Herman. We didn't start Johnson because the Yankees have good stealers, and he's a 4+2. Though he doesn't make many throwing errors. He probably didn't throw the ball, that's why. So, Ed Herman. Don't bend the card, Al. Goes here. Cliff Johnson will stay in to catch because I'm not making 3 changes. Or 2 changes, excuse me. So it will be Johnson to pinch hit and stay in to catch. For range, he's going to catch. Throwing error 1 through 4. +2. E13. Runs like he has poop in his pants and mud on his shoes. 9. EDD. He's an Ed. Okay. Let's just do. Johnson, pinch hitter, 8th. Stays in to catch. All right, here it is. Lyle to Cliff Johnson. Johnson looking to rip something deep. He might have a shot here. He's going to go off his card. That's a 2-6. 2-6 line shot. A leaping catch by Greg Nettles. Oh, Johnson hit it on the screws. We have a 2-6. You see a line out there. He needed the 9 or a 5. Oh, what a play by Nettles. We go to the top of the 9th. Lyle and the Yankees breathe a sigh of relief. Johnson hit it on the screws, but nothing to show for it. Dan Burke says, funny, Johnson also played for the Yankees in 77, 78, and part of 79 until he was traded to Cleveland. So Lyle does his J-O-B. We go to the top of the 9th. It is 6-5 Yankees. Ken Forsch comes on. Brother of Bob. Did they ever pitch together on the Cardinals? Do I remember? I thought they did, maybe. F-O-R-C-H. S-C-H, Ken Forsch. And he comes in the 9th. So he'll face White, Munson, and Nettles. Try to keep it a 1-run deficit for the Astros. All right. I'm going to take a swig of water. We're going to finish up this game. Oh, thirsty tonight. Okay, the pitch from Ken Forsch to Roy White. It'll be off the Roy White card. Right-handed pitcher, so White, who's been batting lefty all night because Richard was a righty. 3-8, 3-8. Roy White walks. Say that 10 times fast. And he's going to be off and running because... Oh, no, Forsch is a -5, though. Boy, that helps out a lot. They're going to hold Roy White. He's an A stealer. That's -2. So that's 1 through 13. +2, 1 through 15. -5 for Ken Forsch, 1 through 10. So thank God for Ken Forsch. They're not going to run Roy White. What they will do... we're not going to bunt with Munson either, though. Do we want to go hit and run here? We're going to play hit and run. We're going to play hit and run. Hit and run. He's a B. That's a 3. I think this is going to be a hit. Hit and run on a B. 3. Batter beats... Oh, that's a squeeze play. Where the hell's the hit and run? Hit and run. There it is. 3. Single. Runner advances 2 bases. So Munson shoots it. Sorry, I hit the table. Munson shoots it through the gap on the hit and run. He's a B. Single. Runner advances 2 bases. White goes first to third. What a job by the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. That's his second hit of the game. Infield will come in. Nice piece of hitting by the Yankee captain, Thurman Munson. Joel Horland says, Forsch brothers never played together, but each threw a no-hitter. Wow. Good to know. Dan Burke. Ken pitched for Houston and California. Bob pitched for the Cardinals, though, right? I'm pretty sure I have a baseball card of that. Good information in the chat. Thank you very much. Infield in for Greg Nettles. And I use the basic infield in chart. And we always pray that it's not something I have to look at the chart. And if I mess it up, I mess it up. Here's the pitch to Nettles. Infield in. It's a 4-5. Ken Forsch. Nettles is a left-hander batter. So a 4-5. 1 through 4, it's gone. Either way, a run's going to score because that's a right field B. Does he get a 3-run homer? No, it's a deep fly ball to right. Making the catch is Greg Gross for out number 1. Tagging from third and scoring is Roy White with a huge insurance run. It's now 7-5 Yankees. Munson holds at first. So the hit and run, we played a little small ball sort of there, helps the Yankees produce fruit. Nettles gets his first ribby of the game. He walked 3 times after popping out to first. He did score a run. Now he has a ribby on the sack 9. Huge insurance run for the Yankees. Billy Martin really happy with himself. Munson at first, 1 out. Infield moves to double play depth. The pitch to Chris Chambliss. That's a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. Left-handed batter. 5-3. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Forsch. Well, he doesn't commit an error. He's an E0. He's a 3 range. That's a 16. Pitcher. 16. E0. Well, 2 through 12. Ground ball A. It's a double play ball. Inning over. Forsch fields it. Fires to Metzger. Then on to Watson. 1-6-3. Just what the Astros wanted it to be. But the small ball played by the Yankees in the top of the 9th gives an insurance run to New York. We go to the bottom of the 9th. New York 7, Astros 5. And it was a walk, hit and run by Munson, sac fly. Old school baseball, my friends. So what did we do? That was 1-6-3 double play. But that's a huge insurance run by the Yankees. The Astros need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Tidrow looking good for the win. Lyle 3 outs away from a save here at the Astro Dome. Twilight Zone baseball. You gotta love it. Top of the order. These are the big bats for the Astros. Cruz, Gross, Watson. If anyone gets on, you got Cedeno, Cabell, and even Leon Roberts. Sparky Lyle to Jose Cruz. Cruz 1 for 4. Singled in a run and scored. It's going to be off the Cruz card. Lefty-lefty matchup. So that's a 2-5. 2-5 is a single to center for Jose Cruz. Second hit of the ball game. Astros will not go quietly into the evening. Cruz at first. The pitch to Greg Gross, another lefty-lefty matchup. That's going to be a 2-10. 2-10. Ground ball to third. They'll get the force on Cruz because it's a ground ball B, but they can't turn 2. 1 out. Yankees 2 outs away from victory. Fielder's choice. 5-4. So Cruz, again, that was a 2-10. 2-10. Yep, ground ball, third, B. They get the lead runner. Gross at first. Tying run comes to plate in the bull, Bob Watson. He could tie it with one mighty swing. Yankees up 7-5. Lyle to Bob Watson. He'll go off the Watson card. That's a 3-9. 3-9 single. 2 stars. Going first to third is Greg Gross. Not coming easy for the Yankees. Tying run at first. You're not going to pinch run for Bob Watson. You can't take that bat out of the lineup just in case. Cesar Cedeno looking for the walk-off. Can he win it? Munson goes out to have a word with Lyle. Now back behind the plate. The pitch to Cesar Cedeno. Runners on the corners. 1 out, 7-5 New York. It will go off the Lyle card. 4-8. 4-8. Single 1 through 13. Otherwise, it's a line out to Nettles, who makes a great play. It's an 18. Nettles robs Cedeno. Oh, boy. 4-8, 1 through 13. We roll an 18. Cedeno with a really tough day at the plate after doubling his first at-bat and walking. He struck out. Nettles showing the leather. Great play, line out 5. Runners will be off on contact. Watson will be a 1 through 12. Gross at third. The tying run is Watson. Cabell at the plate. Roberts on deck. Cabell has 1 hit. He is grounded out. Was robbed on a sinking line drive catch by Mickey Rivers. Then was robbed again when Rivers brought back a 2-run homer. Singled in his last at-bat. It comes down to Lyle and Cabell. Lyle nods his head. The pitch from Sparky to Enos Cabell. It is a 3-8. 3-8. Ground ball to short. Fred Chicken Stanley is up with it. He fires to Chambliss. This ball game is over. The Astros leave the tying runs on. The Yankees get the comeback victory, 7-5. Your winning pitcher. Oh, I forgot to put Sparky Lyle. Your winning pitcher is Dick Tidrow. The save goes to Sparky Lyle. The loss goes to J.R. Richard. Oh, I hate saying that. The loss goes to J.R. Richard. Forsch pitched an inning. New York wins 7-5. Richard did not have a really... He only struck out 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. He only struck out 5. Yankee pitching in total struck out 4. Tidrow got 3. Figueroa 1. Figueroa was not sharp. He was relieved in the 5th after he gave up a single by Tidrow. And Tidrow did do a hell of a job keeping the Yankees in the game, though he did give up a run. Forsch gave up a run in the 9th. So there. Richard gave up 6 runs. Forsch gave up 1. The 1976 Yankees, 7. The 1976 Astros, 5. Hope everyone enjoyed the game. If you enjoyed the game, please hit the like button. That's always greatly appreciated. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, please do so and hit the bell for notification when we go live. As you see, we had a nice, fun, lively chat. That's what our community is all about. That's what my channel is about. That's what the rest of the channels in the community are about. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in the community. Sub, like, share, all that good stuff. Leave comments. We all greatly appreciate it. I'd like to thank Joel Horlin, Dan Burke, Max Cornelius. It was wonderful to see you. Dwayne Martz, YouTube Network. Check out his wonderful channel. Brian Hoxie, Bernard Strom Sports Replays. Check out his channel coming up April 18th. JT 2.0, thank you. World's Worst Gamer, thank you. We might get a Mariners game. I got to write a note. We might do a Mariners game for you, my friend. Mike Terranova, thank you. Dave Gardner, thank you very much. Check out his wonderful channel. Of course, Digital Dice with Ron Juckett. I got to catch up on a couple episodes. Been busy. Dan Burke. I think I said that. Frank Del Plato. Scroll up. Zalapsky Smurf, thank you. Bob Franklin. Legend Sports Universe, check out that wonderful channel. Mark Jones, thank you. We're going to do some boxing soon. Oh, the fictional set's out for Glory Days Boxing. PDF can be downloaded very extremely cheap price. So check that out on SidelineStrategies.com. JT 2.0, I know I said thank you to him. Jim L, hope all is well. Okay, I think we got everybody. Thank you. Take care. God bless. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't take no crap for anyone, but be smart about it. We'll all see us very soon. Remember, Dave Gardner, possibly doing a stream tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon before he goes to work. So check that out. God bless.